And the line is being drawn. It's already been drawn since 2012 as to those working on the negative aspect of energy versus those working on the positive. And those working on the positive, your light is glowing. You are a brilliant color. Even if you feel, I don't have it right, I don't have it perfect, I'm not perfect, it's okay. Your intention is known. Your energy is felt and seen. And those working on the negative, that's known as well. And that's all fine. I honor your journey wherever you are. Here's the downside, though, on the negative, and you just might as well know it, so I'll share it with you. The downside is, by any chance, should we destroy this planet, which, trust me, the extraterrestrials are working overtime to try to not have that come to pass. You know, it's a beautiful planet. It's holding a wonderful frequency in this solar system. So unless we're particularly stupid and self-absorbed and self-centered and destroy ourselves as we did in Atlantis, we will go forward. But if we are that stupid and know not the end day, here's the deal for those working on the negative side, which is why it's perfectly okay. You will repeat this 32,000-year wheel of experience yet again. And talk about Groundhog Day. Wahoo! I mean, I get exhausted thinking about it. So it's up to you. I mean, some people are having a great time mucking around in the mud and in the war fields and in the foxholes and in the boardrooms where there's nothing but lies and deception and cheating. And that's a game to them, and it's the game they choose to play. And because this is a free will planet, that's why there's no judgment against it. It's not my cup of tea, but if it's your cup of tea, it's your cup of tea. You know, it's kind of like I might look at somebody with body piercing completely over their whole body. It's a beautiful art form. And I honor that choice. I have no problem with it. Not my cup of tea. It's the same with you want to smoke 10 packs of cigarettes. It's perfectly okay. And I will not try to convince you to change not even one tiny little cigarette, because I honor your free will. Just not my cup of tea. And that's where we're all getting to that are doing the work of recognizing you get to do you, I get to do me. Don't harm me, I won't harm you. It's kind of like that. So that's a little bit of information about these wounds and secrets that are coming up. Days to be alert to. I think this show will be aired right around, it'll be slightly after, around the 10th, which is this weekend coming up. There will be an exposure of some sort of secrets. Also at the end of the month, more secrets, more secrets. Just don't go into denial, please. We've done it with denial. We've done it with putting the other person down. Give everybody their space for expression, except that they may have a message that you should hear. You know, here's another denial thing. People do not want to hear about vaccines and the danger. Okay, I honor that. When your children can't get pregnant because of Gardasil, I honor that. I wish you could have heard your denial. When your child, who was perfectly healthy, when you took them in for the MMR vaccination, and within 3 to 7 days, their life, your life, and the nucleus of your family is destroyed, well, I honor that. I wish you'd take your head out of the sand, find out about vaccinations so you are intelligent. There's no way that you should never have a vaccination. I'm not saying that. I'm saying get information that empowers you so that you can go and tell the doctor, I want one at a time. One this month, one several months down the road, one several months after that. You're the person. The doctor's here with a vow to do no harm. So should he not honor your wish under that premise, do no harm? So there's a whole lot of secrets coming out about the medical profession, the money profession, the banking profession, military profession, all these secrets, everybody's secret on the line. Look out. Years ago, someone said, live as if your life was exposed onto the front page of the paper and your mother picked up the newspaper, you'd be okay. Well, there's a few things now I have to say about that. That is, if you liked your mother and give a hoot about what she thought, if your mother was the kind of mother that would give a hoot about you, that's one prerequisite. And if it was in a newspaper that actually told the truth anymore. So at this point, you'd have to put out your own newsletter, because I don't know of a newspaper like that. Moving right along into the last several minutes of the show. Again, what I just said was food for thought. It's food to have you look, have you read, have you learn, get information. Why would you not? You don't need to see the next latest, greatest reality show. First of all, they're vulgar, they're horrifying. Yeah, I use the word vulgar. That seems to have been taken out of our vocabulary. Much of what you see and experience is sickeningly vulgar. It's against the spirit. Makes you nauseous unless you have become so callous, so conditioned that you don't even notice it, and worse, you don't feel it. This is where the part of me, that Pisces part of me that knows the wound, sobs. I sob for you because you have fallen out of sensing, feeling, and honoring your feelings. And that's just precisely what the dark forces wanted you to do. They wanted you to become so low, so bestial, so vile, so vulgar in your thinking that you'd be easy to manipulate, easy to buy. Well, the truth of you, your spirit is not for sale. Not today, not yesterday, and not tomorrow. And that's all one energy field. So if you were bought and sold yesterday, let it go. Today, you're new. This business of born again, yeah, I believe in it all right. This second, you're born again, and only this second, and only the next second. Grab onto that. Grab onto that and swing to the next branch, because that's my segue into Chinese astrology. Swing to the next branch because we're in the year of the monkey. This is the year your destiny is to swing from branch to branch with solid grasp. Hold on tight. Let go of the energy behind you. Don't look back over your shoulder. That's how you turn to salt. Don't ever look backward. Yesterday was a myth. It's an illusion. Looking back into yesterday, oh, here's one. It has a little vulgarness to it, but it'll make you take notice. Yesterday to me looks like this. You're still eating meat. We went to a restaurant. You put a lovely hunk of steak in your mouth, and halfway through chewing it, you realize, this thing is very filled with gristle. And you take it out and you put it on the side of your plate. Well, when you look back, it's kind of like taking that piece of gristle off your plate and putting it back in your mouth. That's what yesterday looks like energetically. It's that sickening. It's that gross. So for God's sake, get over yesterday. Be here now. The great essence of light, love, love, light, that great core essence, that divine intelligence, isn't in yesterday. So when you go there, whether you're grieving, whether you're bemoaning, whether you're wistful thinking, there's no life force there. And you are aborting the life you have in this instant. And that's a crime. Because you and I only have this instant, and don't kid yourself. So in this year of the monkey, what's to happen? Expect the unexpected. That's like the core buzzword of the whole cycle. And it's a wonderful, wonderful year for out of the clear blue. I'm at this radio station out of the clear blue. And the next show, I will talk about the Chinese New Year and actually what it brought forth much, much more fully. But I want to touch on something that's actually happening now so that you can use the now energy. And that's the season of autumn. In Chinese astrology, every season has 3 months. And because their calendar is geared and connected and hooked into Mother Earth, Gaia, the great Gaia, the time zones are different. So autumn actually energetically began August 6th this year. And August 6th through September 6th, today, is the monkey month. So we got the monkey year in the monkey month, okay, or vice versa, the monkey month in the monkey year. And what it did, it gave people a lot of overthink. So if you couldn't sleep well during this past month, anyone out there in Radio Land, it's because there was simply too much metal. It was monkey playing havoc with your mind. Metal is the mind. You'd be in overthink. So many people actually could not think, and they couldn't think straight or clearly, and they were in overthink, kept up in the middle of the night on purpose by sacred design because they're being rewired, restructured for a whole new world that's supposed to be unfolding these next several weeks and months. So we need people to be rewired. So have a good time if you're not sleeping. I think it's the greatest thing. It's the greatest news you could possibly tell me. Today actually starts the rooster month, the month of the rooster, and it's what we call yin metal or soft metal. So it won't be quite as bad in your overthink or lack of sleep. It should be a little softer. And then the third month, October 7th to November 6th, it's called the month of the dog, and it's a transition month. It would not surprise me if several people lose their life in the month of October, one way or another. Either there's misdiagnoses through the Western medicine, or there's people just choosing to leave. And I don't mean by suicide. It's just their contract is up. They get it. They go. Or through the efforts of war, chaos, and upheaval. So it would not surprise me if a whole lot of upheaval is coming because we're in upheaval. If you don't want upheaval, get out of it. Get out of your own chaos. What's happening too in a metal cycle, because it's the autumn cycle, is your lungs are compromised. Your respiratory system, the whole respiratory system, is compromised during these 3 months. Therefore, people suffer respiratory illnesses, lung diseases. And again, I have to tell you, if you, honest to goodness, if you are anywhere near Melbourne and you have lung issues, sinuses stuffed up, any of that, you must go see my magical one and only Jeannie McGuire, who is an acupuncturist. I'm even going to give Jeannie's phone number. That's how